I think Lamar's easily under the most pressure because it's not about any of the other games that he's going to have to play. It's about the Steelers. First of all, 3 of the next 4 games, Colts, Titans, and Steelers.
Tough schedule.
And the easy one is Bill Belichick's Patriots. So that ain't going to be an easy one, right? Okay. We all know Lamar Jackson is a baller. I don't even think that it's an issue. If he has to be a better pocket passer, he does. But I don't think that's what's going on. Because when the analysis is, well, when he plays the best teams, they make him play from behind and they're not built that way, which is code for saying pocket pass, like, passing the ball. That's not what it's about. What do you think? The Ravens haven't beaten a lot of good teams with Lamar Jackson as a starting quarterback? Let me tell you something. Against everyone else, he's 24-1 in his career. Damien, that's not possible. You can't go 24-1 against the NFL. That's insane. And there are plenty of good teams he beat along the way. And all of them knew how to play defense against Lamar Jackson and the 3 tight end set and all that stuff, right? That Orlovsky always illustrates. It's not like they didn't know. It's not like they weren't good. He beat them all. You know where he lost? When I said 24-1, he's 0-6 against the Chiefs 3 times in the regular season. The Steelers now once with Roethlisberger. I'm not counting Steelers with the 4th-string quarterback. Steelers with Roethlisberger. Ravens, Steelers rivalry. And twice in the playoffs. And I'm sorry. Throw out any other game against a good team. That's not about being – he's played other good teams. I didn't just list the best teams he's ever played. They're among them, but these are the highest profile games against the teams you absolutely need to beat if you're Lamar Jackson. It's not about execution. It's in his head. It's about dealing with pressure. I want to be very clear because I love me some Lamar Jackson. I love the way he talks. I like the way he leads. I like everything about him. That doesn't mean just because he hasn't done it, he can't do it. Past is not necessarily prologue. Maybe he can turn it around. We've seen this with other athletes. But at this point in Lamar Jackson's career, make no mistake, I'm calling it, right? At a certain point with Clayton Kershaw, you said, damn, Kershaw, I know you're digging wells in Africa and everything. You're a good dude. I know your regular season, maybe the best who ever did it. We have enough evidence now to say you're choking under pressure, brother. What's up? It's not that you can never do it, but you haven't. At a certain point with Peyton Manning, we said, damn, Peyton, you're the GOAT in the regular season. You're losing 40-0 to the Jets. Don't tell me about your defense. Nothing. The offense scored 0. He was significantly worse when you needed him most. They started earning that reputation. James Harden, too. And Peyton Manning won a couple Super Bowls. And Clayton Kershaw won a World Series. And James Harden has done better and better in the playoffs. But right now, Lamar Jackson has fallen into that category. Good category to be in a way. These are great players. 3 against the Chiefs, who you absolutely must beat if you're in the AFC. 1 against the Steelers, who you absolutely must beat if you're the Ravens. And 2 in the playoffs.
I thought you would have went more arm talent with that rather than that the moment's too big for Lamar Jackson.
The pressure is on young Lamar Jackson.
Interesting.
I'm going in a different direction. When we talk about pressure, I'm going with Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson, I think if we all had to vote on it right now, Russell Wilson would be the league MVP.
Yeah.
There's no question about his stats. He's first in completion percentage.
Not me. I'm taking Mahomes, but go ahead.
Okay, you want to be that guy. That's fine. If you like second place, I tend to like guys who are first place.
Leading the league in QBR.
Okay. Russell Wilson's leading the league in touchdown passes. So, I mean, listen.
Touchdown interception ratio.
All right, listen, we can get the stats to go either way. What do you want to debate?
Here's the deal. The reason that the whole mantra, let Russ cook, is because every team has been cooking the Seattle Seahawks defense. You're talking about maybe the worst defense in the league as far as yards per game. They're one of the worst as far as points given up. And also, when you look at the Seattle Seahawks, I mean, they have the league's best record, percentage-wise. But guess what? They play in a division. Not one team in that division has a losing record. You have the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams literally breathing down your throat. Remember, the Arizona Cardinals already beat them this one time this season. So for the Seattle Seahawks to ultimately try to win the number 1 seed, Russell Wilson is going to have to continue to play at an MVP type level because guess what? he's not going to have a defense to save him. That defense is going to be what it is. At this point in the season, there's no cavalry to come save you.
I disagree.
It is what it is for the Seattle Seahawks. Listen,
Jamal Adams
is. I understand. Listen, I understand. Jamal Adams is coming back. He's a great player. But I'm telling you right now, even with Jamal Adams coming back, they still have a lot of issues
no doubt,
on that
but without
defense.
Jamal Adams, they just get destroyed. But there's a tipping point. They don't have to be good. They just have to be good enough. And I think Jamal Adams is a superstar if he's on the field. So they have Wagner and Adams at key defensive positions, even if they're not the ones you might want the most. They have superstar players. Like, they're not just okay or good or Pro Bowl players. You have arguments. Are they the best at the position?
But here's the problem, Max. You're talking about if you think bringing Jamal Adams is going to help them go from basically the basement of the league to middle of the pack, that's just not going to happen.
Not middle of the pack.
It's not going to happen.
But they could be up out of the basement. And here's my thing about Russell Wilson. He's answered all the questions. We know he's an all-time great. He's a Super Bowl champ. We see what he's doing. Lamar Jackson. Now think about everything I said. 24
He's young.
He is 24-1, but 0-6 when you need him most. And what's the 0-6? 0-3 against the Chiefs, 0-1 against Roethlisberger Steelers, 0-2 in the playoffs. Listen, think about this for a second. Lamar Jackson's going to have to play the Steelers again with Ben Roethlisberger, and then he's going to, if he advances, is going to have to play the Chiefs in the playoffs. We're going to be looking at those two games if he even gets to the Chiefs in the playoffs. He's going to, if he loses to Ben Roethlisberger Steelers again, they make the playoffs, and somehow he winds up facing if they advance to the point, he's facing the Chiefs in the playoffs, and he loses to Mahomes again. Now I'm going to come back out and say, at this point, he's like 30-2 or something like that against the rest of the league. 0-8 when it matters most. At a certain point, you have to beat your chief rivals. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.